Okay everyone, so today we are back with the Shark Rocket Pet Pro and the Dyson V7 Motorhead. Two $300 cordless vacuums. We're going to see which one of these two machines is the better vacuum. We're going to do a series of comparative tests to see which vacuum is capable of cleaning better. We're going to do real world tests on real dirt and messes that you would find in your house. And we're going to see which one of these vacuums performs better for your $300, and we're going to see which one is worth buying. So let's get started right now. Okay, so test number one, is the good old deep clean test. I have 100 grams of dirt embedded into both sides of these carpets. We're going to see how the Rocket Pet Pro and the V7 work at removing this dirt. We're going to see which one can pull up more. So let's start with the Dyson. Low power, the brusher only has one speed. 3 passes. Making sure everything that went in the nozzle is sucked up by running it just a couple seconds. After stopping, let's do the Shark. Low power, brush roll on high, because that's what Shark recommends for carpets. Both of these rugs were pre-vacuumed. Using the Dyson Ball Animal 2, it took about 40 passes over each rug. So now that we're done with the cleaning, let's see which vacuum actually picked up more. Okay, so we're gonna start off with the Dyson. We have the scale, out of the way. Have the scale right here. And we have the plate. Remove the weight of the plate. Actually, let me give you just a second. Okay, so let's measure which one. We have the weight of the cup zeroed out on the scale. Anyways, let's empty the V7 out. Make sure everything is on the plate. All right. Let's measure the dirt into this cup. Again, making sure everything goes in. Whoops. Couple little bits right there, but 83. You can see that, I hope. Yep, 83. 83% of the dirt was removed by the V7. And that bin is empty. Okay, let's see what the Shark Rocket Pet Pro did. All right, excess off. Somehow some pet hair in there. Before I set this on, tell me which one you think is going to do better. Okay? 91. Well, that's out of the margin of error. The Shark Rocket Pet Pro won the deep clean test by a pretty respectable result. All right, that's pretty good. It's pretty respectable. I would say that's 8 grams extra. 90, 8 grams more. Here comes a kitty. Watch out, this isn't food there, weirdo. All right, scale off. Let's do some more cleaning tests, shall we? Okay, next test is which one deals with large and extra large debris on carpets better. We're gonna test the Shark this way. That is a 100% clean pass with the Shark Rocket Pet Pro. Extra large dirt now. Pulled it back a little bit, but that was my mistake. Snow plowed 1. Okay, next test with the V7. I will be right back. Okay, let's see how well the Dyson V7 deals with large and extra large dirt. Low power again, because that's the power you should choose. So the V7 left a couple pieces of the large debris. Let's see extra large. And the V7 is jammed. The kibbles were too big and, ooh, that's gonna be a real issue. The brush roll should spin now. Let's give it one more try. If it clogs again, it dealt with that. Nope. The V7, there's not enough room between the brush roll wall and the vacuum. Let's do max. There we go. That's better. Well, I just sent that one. So the problem is that, well, this is the problem. Whoops. That's our problem. This airflow path isn't big enough. That's where the suction comes from to let the dirt through. So I'm gonna grab like a pointy but not sharp object, the end of this spoon right here, well, scooper, and loosen the stuck debris. This is really being really annoying. I can try and run it now. Okay, so that is the V7, just not capable of dealing with big dirt like that. So if you have dogs or Maine Coon cats that like large pieces of dirt like this, the V7 is not a recommended machine for me. Let's finish this mess up with the Shark, because I don't want it around to contaminate the next test. Let's clean it. Shark doesn't like to clean these up on hard floors. See if we can deal with them on low power. A landslide victory for the Shark Rocket Pet Pro. If you have pets that leave a lot of large food, the Shark can handle it, and the V7 just cannot. It's just too big for the air opening. I'll show you what the air opening on the Shark looks like quickly. See, all of that dirt is in the bin here. There's nothing caught in this brush roll. There's nothing caught in there. The air opening's pretty big, as you saw. So that's a victory for the Shark. I will be right back, and we shall do some more testing. Stay tuned. Okay, this next test is going to see which vacuum scatters the least on carpets. The dirt from the previous test is left in for realism, like you don't empty your vacuum after every single mess if the bin isn't full. We're trying to keep this realistic. Low power, let's go. One slow forward pass. One forward pass with the Shark. I might have gone faster with the Shark. Let's check out the visual results. I will be right back. Okay, so let's see what we did on carpets. Dyson There's still kitty litter left. You can see fine fragments of the dirt. Shark side, that's basically spotless. Whoops. Let's see what one forwards and backwards pass with the Dyson can do. Like a full forward and backward compared to Shark. One forward. Again, conducted on low power, just like with the Shark. You can see this time the Dyson did it similar to the Shark, but the Shark did that in one forward pass. The Dyson required a forward and backward pass, like a full stroke across the carpet. So that's pretty good. The Shark, again, won this test. Be right back, and we're gonna switch over to hard floors. Next test, we're gonna be cleaning up these piles of flour. I purposely jammed it into the grout line. We're gonna, again, see which one performs better. I should probably, nope, again, for realism, I'm gonna keep the dirt in both machines. Let's go, low power, V7. Absolute perfect sweep, as you can see, with the V7. Let's see what the Shark Rocket Pet Pro can do. Low power, brush roll hard floor. Okay. So, that's tough, like really tough. I'm calling this a tie. There's no difference between that floor. Here's the Dyson's grout line. Whoops, wrong button. Dyson grout line, Shark. It looks like there's a little bit of dust right there. You can probably see it. Top corner right here. Right there. See it? So I'll give a slight edge to the V7 after looking closer on the camera, because I can't actually see that only when I zoom in with the camera. So that's a win for the V7 there. I'm gonna go empty the bins and we're gonna go to the next test because the bins are getting too full. Okay, so now it's kitty litter on hard floors. Let's see which one does a better job. V7 low. Both machines have been emptied. So, see the Shark snow plowed a little bit and left a little bit of dirt right there. And the Dyson did exactly the same thing. So, I'm going to call this one a tie. Let's finish this up. I'm just gonna use the Shark. Let's see what high power can do. Yeah, it deals with it better in high power. But if you pull back, sure the Shark would do, and the Dyson would do both really good on this test. Okay. Now, I'm gonna call that pretty much a tie. Let's see about bigger dirt. Okay, let's see how both these vacuums deal with the 1/3 cup of cat food spread across the floor. Let's spread that out with a little bit more with the Shark. That's a little too much, but it should be fine. Let's see how the V7 deals with this first. Low power as always. It will sort of pick it up. If you go like this, it eventually gets it up. Let's see what the Rocket Pet Pro can do. Low power, hard floor brush setting. Wasn't really fair. The Rocket dealt with that way easier. Okay, so that's good. What else do I have in my pantry that could work for a good test? I know they're not going to deal with large cat food, like the round ones. They're both going to snowplow those. Only a soft roller can deal with that. So, yeah, that pretty much concludes the cleaning tests. I'm looking to any other cat food that might work for this test. You know what? I have a different type of cat food that we can try out. I'll be right back, and we'll see how they perform. All right, let's see how well it performs on these particles. These are wider, but also flatter. Better results with the V7. Not ideal, though. It requires a lot of forcing to get it to clean them up. And if you try and do that, you probably saw they're all over the floor now. So that concludes the V7. With that test, let's see what the Rocket Pet Pro can do. I'm expecting it to do extremely well, but we're gonna do it anyways. Like I said, it only snowplowed 2 particles. I'll let the Rocket deal with the V7's mess. Nothing stuck. All right. That really concludes the cleaning tests. All right, so there's, of course, a little bit more, but wait, there's more, yes. It's not cleaning tests, it's just going over the vacuums themselves. I will be right back. Okay, finally, we need to go over the features. Both of these cordless vacuums, as I said earlier, cost $300. So when it comes to features, let's see which one offers more. So the 2 tools that you get with the Shark, like besides the main attachments, would be this tool right here. This is the Pet Multi-Tool, as Shark calls it. It's an upholstery tool which looks like this. Pretty standard upholstery tool. Fuzz picker up here and on the bottom, pretty good. It's got a dusting brush right here. Medium stiffness, wouldn't really recommend this on a delicate TV, but most things will dust fine. It's a little bit short on the brushes, so I would say a slightly better dusting brush would be nicer, but everything else is fine. Pretty standard crevice tool. Clicks into place, just like on the Dyson. The cleaner head is the 0M cleaner head. It has no brushes, just these fins. But as you clearly saw in the tests, they work just fine. It's got non-marring wheels. They will get a little hair stuck in them here and there, but they work just fine. Rubber here, felt here, soft, soft. It has pretty large front gates right here to allow large dirt to get in. That's why it did such a good job with cleaning up large debris. Got a pretty standard tube. The hand vac has a removable dirt bin. You press this button right here. Now the dirt bin comes off. Now to access the insides of your dirt bin, you press the trash button right here. You can empty the bin either attached or detached from the vacuum. Cyclone is right here. Dirt comes in, spins through, and drops down into the bottom of the bin through these little openings right here. So you have about this much of the bin of actual capacity. Your filters are right here and right here. Pretty standard filters for Sharks and many other vacuums. The machine comes with a removable 41 watt hour lithium ion battery, which charges through the back right here. The machine has 3 bars which light up to indicate battery life. I will show you what those look like. Still have 3 full bars after that test. So the V7, the bin opens like this. I don't want to because it will eject everything out, but you pull up like this and it ejects the dirt. It has the pre-filter right here. This is your main filter on this machine. There are no other filters. It's like this. It's a pretty standard Dyson cordless filter. The V6, DC59, V7, and V8 all come with that same filter. We have a trigger to turn the vacuum on to change power modes. There's this thing right here. High, low. Your cleaner head would be this cleaner head. This cleaner head is the Dyson Direct Drive cleaner head. You can see how it's these black carbon fiber brushes right here. Then it has pretty stiff nylon right there. There's a little bit of hair stuck in them. Both of these vacuums have click-in attachments, as in they click on. The crevice tool on the Dyson is very similar to that of the Shark. Opening's basically the same. The Dyson has a slightly longer usable length, but that's about it. Now the Dyson's dusting brush is a bit better. The bristles are longer and softer, but the upholstery tool, well, it's pretty useless. I've never cleaned a sofa with this before because if we compare it like this, it's about half the width of the Shark's. And that would take like a week to clean a good sofa with this. Plus the fuzz picker has been super glued in because it fell off in like the first week. The Shark tool I've used pretty heavily, and these brushes are glued in here pretty tight. So I don't see those coming off. The Shark's tool can also rotate like this. So if you have multiple different angles you want to clean, you may do that. It also angles with this attached as you'd expect. Both of them clicks in like that, clicks in like that. Pretty usual tools for both these vacuums. All Shark cordless vacuums come with these tools, and all Dyson cordless vacuums come with this and this. These are like their base tools that they come with. But Shark wins, I think, because the upholstery tool is way, way better. So when it comes to filtration, well, the Dyson, as I said, has one filter. No sealed system, no HEPA filter. The Shark sets itself apart because of this. This is your sealed HEPA filter. It does exactly what it sounds like it does. It's a HEPA filter and it's sealed. This traps 99.97% of particles at 0.3 microns and larger. All get trapped in this filter. It is a brushless motor right here. Brushless motor, you can probably hear by how high pitched it is. This filter sits here and it only has to be washed once per year because there is no carbon dust emissions from the motor. So the only dirt that's going to get to that filter is dirt that passes through the pre-filters, which probably isn't much. As you can see, nothing there. This area is completely clean, so not much dirt is going to get through like that. So weight-wise, the Shark, I believe, is a little bit heavier, but again, it doesn't matter too much. They're both relatively light. When it comes to size, the Shark is definitely bigger, as you can see. But another thing is the Dyson has a 46 watt hour battery, which gets 30 minutes in the hand vac. That's with no electric tools, and 20 minutes with the cleaner head right there attached, which isn't bad. But if you ever want to upgrade your runtime, well, you can't, because this battery does not come off. Well, it does if you ever want to replace it, as in it's dead. 1 screw, 2 screw, 3 screw. You can't replace it on the fly. Like if you've run out of runtime and you want to clean, you have to stop and charge, which takes 3.5 hours, by the way. The Shark, one button here, and that battery comes off. 41 watt hour lithium ion battery. Removable. Want to buy an extra one? I think they're $60 or $80 between that price. A win for the Shark. Another thing the Shark can do, you can see it doing it right now, is standing. The wand can stand up on its own. The V7, well, it just cannot do that. Ow, I didn't see that. All right, so yeah, the V7 just cannot stand up on its own anywhere. It also doesn't have an anti-slip rubber pad on the back, so if you lean this against a wall, it will slide off, and thankfully that's never happened, but I noticed that. The Shark has a rubber grip pad here and a rubber grip pad here. So if you set it on a counter, it won't move either. I'm gonna set it on the floor here and it's pretty stuck. So yeah, the Shark can be put anywhere because you can take it apart and set it like this. You can take the battery off and you can charge it where you want to charge the battery. You don't have to be near an outlet. You don't have to set the vacuum near an outlet. You can find wherever you want to charge the battery and put the vacuum in your closet or whatever. The V7, you have to find a place to put the whole unit, well, at least the hand vac, to charge that battery, which takes, as I said, 3.5 hours. The Shark also takes the same amount of time. The other thing is that the battery of the Dyson does not have a charge indicator. It's blue for there's still battery life, or flashing to indicate it's dead. The Shark has 3 bars. Full bar means 100% to 2/3, and then that will mean what's the second bar, or yeah, like it's kind of hard to explain, but full, some left, getting low, then flashing on the final bar means it's almost dead. Both of these vacuums can finish an entire floor of my house on one charge usually, but the Shark lasts a bit longer, about 5 minutes longer, I would say, of actual use. Dyson lasts around 20 minutes with the cleaner head, while the Shark lasts like 23 with the cleaner head, and then 25 on, there's 2 speeds. We have the hard floor mode, which is 25, and about 22, 23 minutes on the carpet setting. You can see there's 2 speeds. That changes the speed of the brush roll. I will show you that right now. Low speed, high speed. You use the low for hard floors and the high for carpets. So yeah, both of these are good cordless vacuums, but the win clearly goes to the Shark Rocket Pet Pro. It offers more vacuum for the money. If you're gonna spend 300 bucks on a cordless vacuum, this Rocket Pet Pro is the way to go. Haha, that rhymed. Yeah, it's just the better vacuum. It offers more for your money, significantly better filtration, a sealed system with a HEPA filter. So if you have pets and allergies, you just cannot get this Dyson, because all it has as a source of filter is this piece of felt right here. And also, I don't like these filters because the dirt goes through the inside and clogs up the inside, and you can't clean them from the inside. While the Shark, the filters are cheap to replace if they get too old and too stinky or something. They're pretty, like 10 bucks maybe. I don't know how expensive the Dyson ones are. That's like 10 bucks for the real deal filters, not fakes. But yeah, the Shark has the 0M brush roll. It has HEPA sealed filtration. It has a removable battery. It has better tools. It cleans better. The list goes on and on and on. If you're gonna spend your hard-earned 300 bucks, you're gonna have to go for the Shark Rocket Pet Pro. So, that is my overall opinion. I bought both of these vacuums with my own money, and this is what I think of them. So let me know what you think about this, and goodbye.